I got pregnant for a rich kid who begged me to abort the pregnancy. This story sounds insane. Actual. Let's log in.
I got pregnant for a rich kid who begged me to abort the pregnancy. Story time. Whenever a man is begging you to abort a pregnancy,
Story time. That's
just
dope.
just try. I was naive when I met this guy who comes from a rich home. My friend actually introduced me to him, and at that time he was not really staying in Nigeria. We started dating, and 4 months within it, I got pregnant. I told him about the pregnancy, and he told me immediately that I should abort it. I told my friend and my cousin about it because that was my first time getting pregnant. My friend said he was going to take me to a place where I was going to abort it, but my cousin went ahead to tell my whole family about the pregnancy. Then my family lied to me that if I aborted the pregnancy, I was going to die. This got me really scared, and I told my boyfriend that I cannot abort the pregnancy. My mom took his number and called him, and he came over to my house just to beg me to abort the pregnancy. My mom insisted that I cannot abort the pregnancy because I'm an only child. And this guy came over to our house together with his mom, and they started shouting on me. They really embarrassed us, and at the time, my uncle, who happens to be my mommy's sister's husband, was around. So this man told them that they should come inside so we can have a peaceful conversation. When they entered, this boy that I was dating told his family that I'm a prostitute and I want to tie him down with the pregnancy because I know he's from a rich home and I might not even know who the father of my baby is.
So Gang was really not interested. He was really not interested in having that baby. He was interested in you. But once that baby was brought around, Gang said, "Yeah, it's time for me to get out of here."
And my cousin told my family about my pregnancy out of jealousy. She still went ahead to tell this guy that he should not accept my pregnancy because I already told her that he was not the father. I just wanted to pin the pregnancy on him. Mind you, my cousin also had an abortion recently that I covered up for her and I kept as a secret. This guy blocked me for 7 months, and his mom would always call me every day to curse me, to tell me that I can never marry our son. I think mothers should start preaching to their kids, their sons, to keep their wandering sticks in their pants and stop harassing people's daughters. It takes 2 to make a baby. Anyways, they said that
I mean, she's not wrong. It does take 2 to make a baby. She's 100% correct. That's probably the smartest thing I've heard in this entire video.
I was not from a rich family, and the boy already has a rich fiance that he's going to get married to. At 7 months, an old family friend saw me pregnant and she was shocked. She asked me who the father was, and I narrated the story to her. She said the guy happens to be one of her husband's friends and she was going to talk to him. When we got there, my boyfriend's father said he was not aware of the whole situation, and this man apologized to me. Anyways, the matter kept going on, caused a lot of issues till I gave birth, and these people gave me 30,000 naira. The child looked so much like him, and he unblocked me, and we started talking again. He started sending money for upkeep, calls us on video call. All of a sudden, his mom said the money he was sending to us was too much. Then the next month, this guy went ahead to send me 10,000 naira. He called me, he cursed me on the phone, and he blocked me again. What is his problem?
This story sounds like this is so much like interference from the mom and other people that it would never work out possibly. If there's 80 billion people involved in your personal business, you'll never be able to handle it smoothly and clearly and directly.
What's this family's problem? He keeps blocking and unblocking me together with his family. When I was pregnant, he was saying he wanted the DNA. After I gave birth, he said he didn't want the DNA anymore. Anyways, this has really affected my mental health that I get sad every time I think about it. I think what she really needs is words of encouragement because the story is a lot.
So I tried to find the part 2 for this. I didn't see it. If anyone who watches this sees the part 2, please tag me in it, and then we'll get part 2 and do it live on stream. But this whole story is ridiculous. You have to be careful who you do that activity with, because not everybody who says they're into you like that is into you once you're pregnant. Like that. This is definitely also a thing I feel like a lot of people know, but they let the honeymoon phase take over. And once that honeymoon phase hit, they be like, "Oh, you feel me?" You can't be doing that. So reasons why I should have left my toxic relationship.
These are the story times of reasons I should have broke up with my ex-boyfriend but didn't. Do you guys remember when that trend was big on TikTok where it was like, check his bathroom to see if he has girl products and that's how you know if he has a girlfriend? So obviously I did that the first time I went to his house, and I found like the Too Faced hungover setting spray. This is not an ad. Fuck you, Too Faced. Kidding, you didn't do anything wrong. I was just in a horrible relationship. I found that and I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, I used to have a gay roommate. He had all of those things. And I was like, what?
Sensational.
Hey
listen.
He said gay roommate.
Hey, listen.
He said gay roommate.
Hey, listen.
He had a girl in there. He just smart enough to cover it up with that. That was quick thinking. He said, huh? How do I recover? How do I recover?
Hey, listen.
Gay roommate. Sorry. You're the only girl for me.
But you guys have to remember I was in my dumb bitch era, so I just kind of let that one slide. But if I was to do that over today, I would have just thrown the bottle at his head and walked out. Next one will be a trigger for any time I'm in a relationship moving forward. When he's private, so he doesn't post you on his Instagram. I just have a private life. I have a private life. Then delete fucking Instagram. I'm like, you have 400 followers. It's an intimate gathering over at your account. You can let them know that you have a girlfriend. But honestly, you should never beg someone.
Okay, so this is one of the things, right? This is one of the things that I'm adamant about, right? I feel like if you don't want to post certain things on your personal social media, then that should be completely okay. And if the person you're dating doesn't want to be with you because of that, that's also okay. Huh? All I do is post anime memes or post me too. Huh? Okay.
Someone to post you on their Instagram. Like, he should have posted me the minute I said yes to being his girlfriend, because that will always be the biggest achievement of his life.
No way. That's actually hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually super fucking funny. The confidence on that.
Hey, listen.
If you're the biggest achievement of his life, he's doing something wrong. He should be achieving bigger things, because nope.
Embarrassing.
The next one happened on my birthday. So he took me to Nobu for my birthday, and I made him take 1,000,000 photos of me on his phone, obviously. And when we were waiting for the subway, I went to look at the photos that he took of me, and on his camera roll, another bitch popped up of like photos of him.
Damn, so he was actually cheating.
With her. You guys, I lost my fucking mind. I think
Fair.
I just looked at him and I was like, this makes you 20 times more unattractive than you already were. And then I was like, honestly, it's taking everything in me not to like shove you in front of the subway right now because you're fucking disgusting. He was
Insane.
trying to convince me it was one of his coworkers that I knew, and I was like, that's even fucking weirder. But then I locked him out of my apartment with all of his stuff in my apartment, and he threatened to literally burn down my apartment building. And I told him to fucking do it. And then I left him. But 3 weeks later, I did end up getting back together with him, probably simply because I was fucking horny and dumb and delusional. Towards the end of our relationship, I was on a...
It's just insane though, right? You said that he was too unattractive to be doing that. And then a few days or weeks later, you hook up with him again. But then he's too unattractive to have another lady. Like, you're the best thing that's ever happened to him. Like, make up your mind, shorty. Either he's trash and nothing, or he's something because you was still fucking with him. Like, I never understood that. Like, when people be dating people, they're like you're the best, you're the greatest, and the second it's over, like you fucking suck, you're terrible. And like, I know you could be angry or bitter, like that type of stuff happens, but like, if you use your fucking brain, right, you like that person, so clearly they weren't that bad. There was something about them you like, because even when you break up, there could just be, you're not happy with something, so you left. Easy. But there was things that you were happy about at some point in time. So completely trashing that person, and there's exceptions to the rule. Hear me out. There's exceptions to the rule. If this person did you absolutely dirty, whatever that means to you in your perception, that's fine. But not every relationship ends so terribly that it has to be like that.
honestly disgusted with him, and he was like so unattractive that I didn't want to fuck him anymore.
After she doubled back, she just said she doubled back. 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 And now he's the most unattractive person that she doesn't want to have sex with anymore. But she just said she doubled back. That type of thinking just, whatever.
I talk about how I faked having a UTI here. I don't know why I didn't record. And he was like, show me the medication for it. First of all, red fucking flag. If a man has to ask you to see your medication, he knows you don't want to fuck him. And I showed him some like fake antibiotics that I had, and I was like, look. But like, that was an all-time low. My friends were like, if you have to fake getting out of sex with somebody, you're probably done with the relationship.
They both sounded very toxic in my opinion. They just both sounded toxic, you know. But you already know what time it is. Oh, baby. Look. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You guys, this is the craziest story I have ever heard. I just have to share this, and this is why you have to be careful when you hook up with people when you're traveling to a foreign country. So this girl,
She said, "When what country though? Don't put all foreign countries in a bubble. Every country is crazy. What foreign country was you in when this happened? Tell me. Tell me."
I'm just gonna call her Natalie. I'll just use my name. So Natalie was traveling to, I don't want to say the name of the country, but she traveled overseas from America. And she was in this country for only a few days, and she ended up meeting this guy at a bar. We're gonna call him Sam. So Sam and Natalie headed off, and they go to multiple dinners together, where I was told that Natalie said that he was constantly feeding her like an insane amount of food at each dinner. Like, it was her last night with Sam, and she still hadn't gone back to his place, and he was really adamant about her coming back home with him.
He is feeding her adamant amounts of food. So like, I keep staring over at the comments while we're watching. Right, the comments say "cream for cannibalism." She hasn't said that yet in the video, but this is like kind of crazy sounding, right? So like, what was he feeding her for? Is that just like his kink, or is he trying to prep her for something more devious?
With him, and he kept asking her at dinner like, oh, you're gonna come back home, right? You're gonna come back home with me, like you leave tomorrow. Natalie got a little bit creeped out by it and ended up calling her sister, because her and her sister were on the trip together, and she left the dinner. She didn't go back. She's like, oh, my sister needs me, I gotta go, blah blah blah. And she said like Sam was blowing up her phone. Anyways, she gets on her flight, she goes back to the United States, and she develops I can't even say it. She develops a rash on her back. So she goes to the dermatologist, told the dermatologist, hey, like, I just came back from this country, like, I developed this rash, not sure what this is, test for it, and then, you know, let me know what comes back.
Developing a rash.
So she was on campus when she got the call from her dermatologist, and her dermatologist was, why am I saying it like that? Her dermatologist was like, call me right now. So her dermatologist,
Right now.
and she's like, what are you doing? I need you to come to the office right now. Police are gonna be here. And she was like, what's going on? And she's like, come, I can't say it over the phone. So the girl comes to the dermatologist's office, and it wasn't even the police, it was FBI. Turns out that the rash that was on her back was actually a cream that was put that's used for cannibalism. The FBI ended up asking her, like, who have you met with in the last 6 months? She told them about the guy.
Cannibalism cream. What is it? Let's check. What does it say in the comments? It says cream marinade is basically the same thing. Yeah, no such thing. It's if the story is true because you heard it. There's 50 different ways, and it always changes the country, the place to blow up the cream would be a type of rash, probably. Oh, come on. I was so invested until you said cream for cannibalism. Okay.
FBI ends up working with the police in that country. They raid the guy's apartment, and they found multiple skulls and limbs that belonged to several women that were missing. And he fully intended on killing her and eating her. Apparently, like, that's the reason why he was taking her to dinner and trying to really get her full. I don't even know. Just be careful out there when it comes to hooking up with people, because you never know, you know? You never know. You guys, this is the...
I'm not gonna lie. This could be like a fake online story, but there's people who really do these types of activities as well in real life. So you do have to be careful. This shit is insane though. Cannibalism cream, motherfucker trying to fatten you up so he can munch on you like he's lunching on you. This shit, like, come on now. It's just, yeah, insane. Okay, this one actually sounds super interesting, right? It's from Nicole Christine over on TikTok. Right. An Amber Alert exposed my cheating boyfriend. This story time already sounds like it's gonna get us what we need. You feel? Let's lock in.
So I just got home from dinner, and I have been trying to decide if I even wanted to talk about this at all, because it's horrible. But this past week, an Amber Alert revealed that my boyfriend of a year and a half has been cheating on me. The boyfriend that I was building a life with, picking out rings and shutter colors with. So an Amber Alert went off on my phone. My boyfriend was out at a beer with the boys before immediately going to the airport. He had been acting super strange. So when this Amber Alert goes off, I go in the bathroom. I immediately smell cologne. Weird to put cologne on to go out for beers with the boys.
Wait, dude.
So I see the Amber Alert is going off on the watch. I go to silence it. I've already tried to call him twice. No answer. Earlier that morning, I had sniffed my pillow because I just felt like something was off. He called me crazy. He said I was a psycho. I looked around the room. I felt like things had been moved. I felt like my sink, all my stuff under the sink had been moved. Called me absolutely crazy. So I pick up his Apple Watch. I silence the notification, and I immediately get an "I miss you already" text. It is the girl that he has been in a full-on relationship for the past 2 weeks. Like, good morning.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like some crazier shit, but that is like a funny ass way to get caught cheating, bro. Like, you have a whole Apple Watch that you have your text messages popping up on. Shorty goes to boop the Amber Alert, and then sees an "I miss you" text.
Hey, listen.
Are you fucking dumb?
Hey, listen.
Do better.
Hey, listen.
If you're gonna do it, be smarter. Like, huh? Like, I don't understand. If you're gonna choose to be a toxic, horrible individual, allegedly, do it properly. And if you're trying to be an upstanding, upright individual, do it properly. Y'all are taking too many half measures.
Morning, beautiful. I miss you. I'm in it for the long haul, blah, blah, blah. Text. All the while, he's laying his beautiful little head beside me every night, still planning our lives. So this is a full-on dual relationship, like dual life master.
Yeah, he was polyamorous. You just didn't know. You- Hold on. Sorry. That was toxic as fuck. That's funny as shit. He was polyamorous. You just didn't know. He should have told you. That's all. He should have just let you in on the group trip, the
Mind.
group chat.
Next level amount of deception type of shit. So when I get that text, I obviously scroll through all the texts, and everything comes out. Not only is it her, it's other women too. But she's obviously getting the crux of it. She's getting the copy and paste of the love bombing that I got last year.
Damn, multiple. So okay, he is diabolical. He's a villain. He's a fucking villain.
So granted, my entire life has flashed before my eyes, and every gut instinct I've ever had has just been like put in blinding lights. So yeah, that was my week. And moral of the story, there's so much of the story. I should probably do a part 2. Part of me doesn't want to do part 2 because I feel like, oh, like who needs to hear about this? But at the same time, this is crazy. Like, normal people do not do this to other humans, specifically ones they say I love you to, but like to anyone, because it's so cruel and disgusting, and like quite literally puts people at risk, not only emotionally but physically, to engage in this kind of behavior.
Yeah, it's understandable. Like, if you wanted to have more than one girl, brother, you should have just had more than one girl, honestly. I just been honest about it. Because some women will be for it and some won't. And then you wouldn't have broke this poor lady's heart by having another woman that is bae to you instead of her just being the only bae. You had 17 baes. And like these days, that's like something that seems feasible. Like, you could just be honest and make that happen. But I also know that people just don't like to be honest because they're afraid of rejection, which is not really an excuse, but it is, terrible type shit.
It goes against everything that they say that they stand for. But I also just feel like a full-on 10 minutes on this is cringe. So like, my moral of the story is, if I would not have gotten that Amber Alert, if he would not have gotten the Amber Alert, I would have never known this. I probably would have married this man with him acting this way and being capable of this type of behavior once I was pregnant, once I had kids, like for the rest of my life. And so legitimately, I feel like an Amber Alert just saved my life. I know that they're used for much
But it's hold on.
more serious situations, but for me, like, that Amber Alert just changed the course of my life. Y'all want a part 2?
I don't think we need a part 2 for this video. That's pretty straightforward. Your Amber Alert popped off on his watch and you saw the other text. When you titled it like that, Amber Alert exposed my cheating boyfriend story time, I thought it was gonna be some shit like he kidnapped someone or he was disappeared or some shit, or you found out he had a wife and kids because his kid disappeared on the Amber Alert and it was like his first and last name was the kid's name or some shit like that. I thought it was gonna be something absolutely diabolical. So just to preface that. But you guys know what time it is already. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe as usual. I will be live streaming every single day of forever, full time. First off, we're YouTubers now and we're Twitch streamers, full time it. Got to do the double peace sign just for the cringe factor, I guess. I don't fucking know why I did it. Don't judge. But yeah. Follow me. All the links will be in the descriptions. If you want to check out Shorty's page, you know, this right here. Too easy. Appreciate y'all if y'all made it to the end of the video. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate y'all.